Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Break the Record Live for Dark Souls Remastered in the All Bosses category. This is a 3-day time trial marathon event where our runners are going to be vying for the best event time and also trying to push that world record. Currently, we are watching Catalyst, the current world record holder, and the splits that you're seeing, the splits that we're having a look at right now in front of us are his world record splits. So he's currently 13 seconds behind his world record, which is a 1:02:34. Exciting times. Hopefully we're going to see that happen. He did qualify for this event with that world record. And of course, he's currently looking to push himself up the leaderboard. We started off the day with a no reset race in which Catalyst got a 1:07:43. Now, it's important to remember that the event PB, so not the PB outside of the event, but the best time our runners get during the next 3 days is the time that matters. And they're vying for a share of a $5,000 prize pool, courtesy of our sponsors, Kaspersky. So thank you very much to them. First place will be taking home $1.5 grand, so that's a lot of money. We'll see what Catalyst can do, and I'll throw it back to our community casters. We got Red and we got Captain. Take it away.
Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, I already teased our Catalyst before the event that he got Ricky's qualification, but he's supposed to get it during the event, so it kind of didn't work out for him. But I mean, maybe we'll just put out another one live. And actually
Yeah, it is.
The event is name.
It is worth remembering that Old School's PB is only 1 second slower than Kata's run, so I think the competition might be, especially with the fact that it's the best run of the events. I think Nax also has a pretty strong chance of competing with Dan and Old School as well. So I think it's going to be pretty tight, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Some close battles, maybe even synchronized races. But let's not get our hopes up too much. As we see Catalyst doing some nice stroll through the water.
Yeah, one of the most exciting parts of the Crapple run.
Oh yeah, definitely. It is one of the parts of the runway, like, how is this the fastest route?
Yeah, when you watch this, it's like hard to believe.
Let's just run in the back of the cave, kill a golem, turn around and run back for like 2 minutes or something. But yeah, you want to summon Dusk there for once for Hidden Body spell, which makes it harder for enemies to... I'm missing a word here. Captain, jump in.
What? Hard to see, hard to meet. I don't know. I was
hard to notice you, whatever. Throw in a random perceptive verb, so it will be harder for them to notice you, something like that. But there are other reasons why we get Dusk here. It's the Dusk Crown, a headpiece with a Brick Blader, which will boost our damage by 30%.
Dusk Crown.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe it's 50% for sorceries, pyromancy, that kind of stuff. The one that halves your HP, right?
No, the crown of the crown of Dusk.
Oh yeah, Crown of Dusk. Dusk Crown Ring is also an item you get there, which is used mainly for artist setups because it halves your HP in exchange for more casts. And the more casts are actually used during the Gaules Color Meet, which Mintius is currently doing actually. I think he just started, did he? I'm not sure. But yeah, on Mintius' side, you will see him ring swap, maybe? Oh no, he's done already with ring swaps. Rip. Called it too late again.
Oh, he gets a fast cycle. That's really good. I mean, not the fastest, but a fast cycle. So it's RNG with Calamite, whether or not he's gonna... when he breathes fire, he has like, I think 3 different outcomes. He can like either go behind the mountain, like he does right now, or he can turn around instantly, and that's faster, obviously. And on the original, you can do RNG manipulation with that by killing the dogs before the fight, killing the crystal lizard as well, and quitting out. But You can't do that on the remaster, unfortunately.
Mintius didn't get his shield up in time.
No, that's intended the way he ended here. He doesn't
really?
have the cast anymore. Yeah, as you can see, he's gonna get the souls.
Oh, I thought he didn't get the final shot off. I didn't see the
He
final
did.
shot.
Yeah, no, he did get the final shot. So the
the
death animation is the perfect length. So as you die, Calamite will die as well, and you get the souls and the ring after. So he got it there. So Calamite is dead.
Yeah, last time I saw that, they were using the dark sign to go back rather than die off. That was why I was confused there for a second because I thought it was dark sign return. Never mind, multiple strats. I assume it's each to the. It's basically the same end, basically.
Yeah, I think dark signing might be like a slightly faster, but I don't know.
Okay. Because yeah, I was going to say I'm pretty sure the last time it happened there wasn't a death involved, but maybe that's just optimal. Color me surprised. I stand corrected at least anyway.
God damn it! Doug just correcting me in the chats. Pepe hands. Oh, rip. That's a hit. For Minitus, it's a death.
It's interesting because you'll see because of the red tear stone ring being such an important part of it. Not all the time. You won't see runners all the time with their HP very bad. But if you look, for example, over at Gentov, he's got a low amount. Same with Dan Flesh. These are the points you want to be having that buff up as much as possible. So when it comes to actually needing to do the fights, and there will be specific setups, specific full damage they'll take, or maybe even hits from enemies that's intentional to get them to that threshold. But then it just makes everything else so much more specific and risky. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have a quick look at stats for Catalyst quickly because he's 3.6 seconds ahead. Saved some nice time on Princess Dusk, and Moonlight Butterfly is kind of whatever. So Catalyst.
He didn't get the skip first try, unfortunately. It's kind of weird. Like you always go to the corner on the left, you lock onto that enemy, and you roll on the right. And sometimes you just respawn back at the bottom.
So yeah, currently Catalyst's best time right now is 102 flat. So I guess his summer best right now is looking like it is potential for a 101 if ever you get that level of run, which is pretty intense.
Yeah, I think that might be. I'm not sure if you can get realistically go for a 101 because his summer best is also a 101, right? Like a 101 19 maybe. I don't know. I think it's something low like that. Yeah. And with this amount of RNG, technically it should be possible, right? Because some of best is below, so technically you can do it. Oh well, rip. I guess he just tried to roll that, but didn't get the roll, unfortunately.
And it's as simple as that. A run can be taken away from you just like that. Okay, we should move on, I think. Whilst Catalyst gets a restart, we can probably quickly just remind people of how the beginning of it looks with a Thief class and Firebomb gift, which makes the beginning... Specifically, the Firebomb will be used to quick kill Abyss Demon, Asylum Demon, sorry, and multiple other bosses. I think we throw a few Firebombs. But specifically, we get a handy little key with the Thief class that will... I believe that allows the stuff in Undead Burg, doesn't it? That kind of allows that skip to happen.
What's you mean for freeing the sorcerer?
Yeah. You get the key from the Thief class. I'm trying to remember exactly why it's used because my brain has completely lost it.
In this route, it's for the door on your way to New Londo. So he's gonna pick up RTSR, and the door from New Londo Ruins to the Valley of Drakes is closed. And you need to pick up RTSR in this route, because for the sorcerer in Lower Undead Burg, you kill you snipe the merchant with firebombs over the wall, and he gives you a key that you free the merchant with.
Right, okay, yeah, of course, you slay the dude. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
So many keys, so many routes, so many things.
Try and remember where each item goes and when it kind of comes up and becomes important and gets put back again. Yeah. Right. With that out of the way, let's jump into who do you guys fancy seeing? Where do you want to go?
I guess Aaron Boy is about to do ONS.
Oh yeah, ONS is always good content. Content.
Let's see how good
what
this
the
fight
content
goes
is
for him
here.
then.
Oh, okay.
So
He's going,
he
yeah.
opts for quitting out because he got the lightning spear opening from Ornstein, which is like the worst opening for a speedrun, because he will just stay back and throw a spear while Smough walking towards you, and that's a charge that you really want. Now, sadly, on the second and further attempts of Onas, the charge attack is slightly different to the first time. So you can't do the walking left and hitting him with the Great Heavy Soul Arrow stretch we saw Catalyst doing earlier.
Oh man.
It's a jumpy Ornstein.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my lord.
Oh yeah, that's Crapple Mage right here. And that's the reason why it's called Crapple Mage.
and I would charge.
And
Oh my god.
It's amazing. Well, not for Iron Boy, but this is content. That's what I meant with content.
You can see how much like time save there is potentially for
Yeah,
Iron Boy here,
definitely.
just
What is he doing? Oh my god. Ornstein is like unable to dash in a straight line, I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Okay. And still has
Unreal.
7 Great Heavies. Now, hopefully he doesn't miss any Great Heavies, because otherwise Smough will also take a lot of time. But the idea is to hit him...
Oh, that's...
That was scary.
Okay, at least he didn't die there. That's good. The Smough Hammers blocks... Smough's Hammer blocks spells. What you want to get is right here, what he got. 2 Great Heavies, which will stagger Smough, and then you have time to just chime in faster casting or normal Soul Arrow. Actually, it's not a normal, it's a crater or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's great and great heavy, because, you know,
Okay.
make it easy. Yeah, so that was not very fast, unfortunately. So, like, he was already losing time on his timer while fighting Smough, so...
But still a time save always PB, apparently.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Or
like...
at least even.
Oh,
Okay,
he splits at the door. Okay, that
Okay.
explains it, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the random preferences, which makes comparing splits not always really working out. Because people just split on different positions during the run. Now, a nice thing of Dark Souls 1 is that we use in-game time. Oh, he also doesn't kill himself. That's interesting. I guess he took the bonfire at the start of Anlando.
I assume, yeah.
Okay. Kind of a different routing here.
Just have a quick little peek around. We've got Gentov still doing that first no reset run of the day for them, because Gentov started a little bit later. They were a bit busy in the morning, so yeah, just jumping in now, and we're basically requesting when our runners start for the day, they start with their no resets, so we get the time on the board. We're trying to mitigate the amount of no resets we make our runners do, because obviously that's not the ideal thing for trying to break the record. It's just we do one so that every runner gets a time on the board, and then after that point, go ham. So Gentov is having a bit of a, I'll put it as bluntly as I can, a bit of a nightmare right now. Plus 25. So yeah, this is the thing. Gentov probably really wants to reset.
Yeah.
Really wants to reset.
Yeah, imagine finishing a run also last bit now. So I guess he's getting there.
It's but yeah, just get it done, get the time done, and then, you know, get into your flow. So yeah, the 7 names you see on the screen are the 7 runners we have available. We currently have 5 of our 7 runners live. Olsku's stream is up, I believe, but he's currently just taking a break. Nax will be joining a little bit later. I believe Nax is the furthest, I think the furthest west in terms of time zone. So
yeah, should be.
So yeah, they'll be joining us a bit later. We've got Danflesh doing Sif, gets a nice soul mass first hit, and yeah, nice, very quick. Not too much of an issue from Sif, it seemed. Time save. Whilst we have Iron Boy 37 seconds ahead, as we were mentioning, just out of Ornstein and Smell and Smog. Gargoyle time though, yeah, because he does a different order.
Yeah.
For things.
Yeah, he avoids doing Bendit Knife Gargoyles. So, because Bendit
Understandable.
Knife Gargoyles is faster, but it's super annoying compared to just doing it with magic. So,
Oh, Mint is actually doing the Tomb of Giant Fockade skimmer.
oh, sick. Yeah, he's definitely going for style points.
Yeah. Like that saves like 3 seconds, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And you basically do a pretty much blind jump into the dark and hope, or ideally you don't hope, but you actually know that you land down there. But you have really not a lot to go off in terms of visual cues where to jump.
Tank to hit there. See it, he felt it as well. I've always enjoyed this because you can just see the reactions of the runners as they go. I think it's kind of fun. Okay, so yeah, Gentov is finishing off their run right now. They're just making their. It looks like a final bonfire thingy before they jump into their final descent. They're probably going to tank a hit to ready up the red Tearstone ring over there. And
oh yes, let's look at his final stretch actually. See how he's finishing, hopefully in style.
We'll see that out, yeah.
Because maybe we can now see where Old School earlier didn't get his Artisar setup. You kind of want to run around here so that you get exactly this attack. Yeah, and if you don't get this attack from this knight, you can either run around and hope to get it at some point, or you just run with it and do Kuan without Artisar, which takes 3 Dark Beasts instead of 1. But hopefully Gentoffer now will get it done with 1 in the face and be done with it.
Iron Boy just died as well, so he's
unfortunate.
He's gonna keep.
That's probably pretty much exactly the time he was ahead. So should have put him around 0 again. If he died where I think he died.
So I guess when Gent finishes his run, Iron Boy is going to go number 6.
I believe so, yes, because that time, the 1:13 that you see on the screen, is the qualifying time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one that matters to the leaderboard is the time, the best time in the event. So here we go. Parry, Dark Bead, nice fight.
Yeah, decent damage.
It's still nerve-wracking because you got to get that parry. So.
Yeah, and there are like 2 openings you can get from Gwyn, so you have to learn to parry both.
There it is. GG's. 139.49 puts Gentov into 7th position. To be fair, though, as well, Gentov maybe wasn't. Perhaps this needs a little bit more time to kind of get practice and get settled. Reminder that Gentov was brought in kind of last minute as they qualified in 8th, but the 7th place qualifier unfortunately couldn't make it because of technical issues. So Gentov kind of came in last minute to fill that spot. So first off, thank you very much to Gentov for doing that. But yeah, it was very, very close between 7th and 8th. They just missed out on that, but they managed to get the chance anyway. So we'll see what they can do with that chance. That's their run done though, and their time to start resetting and grinding begins now. Plenty of gold splits achieved during that no reset there, even if it wasn't a PB. Or an event best, but yeah, good stuff from them. Let's go check in with Danflesh. We haven't seen Danflesh for a bit, and then we'll.
Yeah, he has a run going, so that's neat. Now let's see if Ornstein, yes, of course. If Artorias behaves, I mean, they're both just as annoying, honestly. So.
Both Knights of.
Oh my god! Like, look at that! He just jumped over the Soul Spear.
Aggressive.
Like Ornstein, I did it again. Artorias is very weird. Like if he played like this, like he played very aggressive here, Dan. So after the first Soul Spear hits, he casts another one, and if you do that, then Artorias will not go to the buff phase. Like Artorias will only buff if, well, I mean most of the time he will buff if you just leave him alone for like a second or something. But if you spam spells, he tends to just keep fighting. But yeah, that was unfortunate opening, but he got that down, so and still on pretty good pace, right? What is the pace right now? 103. Yeah, 103.23 for Dan.
53, I think, but yeah.
Yeah, which is, I mean, yeah, that's with these splits as well. And, you know, Dan is currently in third place right now in terms of event run. Got a 105.32 earlier today. So even if it looks like he's behind his splits overall, we can still get a pretty solid event time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if he keeps the current pace, he might actually replace Old School. But, I mean, we are halfway through the run. A lot can still happen.
Yeah.
Both in going faster than the current pace and in going slower, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, but we will now actually, for the first time, at least since I started casting here, see a complete Gaules Calamite on the big screen.
Yes, so you can see he has 4 casts of Strong Magic Shield, and that is because he has the Dusk Ring on. And it is very important because you need all 4. So that's why he's gonna switch back to RTSR, because he needs the damage, and then switch back to... So right now he has the Dusk Ring on, and then he switches back to the Billowing Ring, and then he's gonna switch back and forth because he needs all the casts. And in case we didn't specify, Strong Magic Shield is really good because usually when with shields they only block like either like a bit of physical damage or a bit of magic damage, a bit of fire damage and stuff like that. But when you apply Strong Magic Shield, your shield blocks everything 100% for like a very, very short period of time, like 20 seconds or something, 30 seconds maybe. And so even if this Fire Breath from Calamite is like huge damage, you can just block it.
So going back to the build thing, endurance is a stat that is kind of added in the second level up segment that our runners do, and it gives them enough. So obviously, it's better to run for longer, but I'm under the impression that they give it enough so you can actually like tank that third hit, because otherwise you'd be like stunned back and lose all your endurance after the second hit. And it seems to be 3.
Yeah,
There's a third one there.
Probably that is taken into account. I assume it's also for meme rolling that it's useful. Because you need to be able to have enough stamina to do some rolls, like the one upcoming here. I think, right, he does meme roll here. Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't. So that's why he bought the Bastard Sword earlier. And he's just going to equip it here and roll a bunch. And if you have like a specific amount of endurance, amount of item load, then you can just keep rolling midair. And the cool thing about rolling is that it gives you invincibility frames, and that includes falling damage. So you can just be invincible when you hit the ground, and the game just won't apply falling damage. So to answer your question, I think it's probably for both that you need this amount of endurance.
It might just be a case of you're after one thing, but it just so happens that it does both as well. So
yeah,
happy coincidence. Yeah. So in terms of as well, for you guys at home and your ease of information, we do have a secondary stream going on at the same time. ESA Marathon 2, if you want to have a look at that, you'll see detailed stats of all the runners' live split information, which is being live fed to you from them. So if you have ESA Marathon 2 open, you can see all the details about, what split they're on, how far ahead behind they are, best possible time, all that kind of stuff. If you're a stat fiend, then it's a good thing to keep up whilst you're watching the runs.
And I guess on Danford's side here, we just saw him picking up Dark Bead, which is the big damage dealer in the late game, next to Soul Spears as well. I will just lead to actually one-shotting bosses like Cabra, like Ceaseless, like Gwyn in the end as well. So that spell really makes this route so much better. Okay. And we see actually also a Foggate skip for Menace. Saves a tiny bit of time because you don't have to go through the Foggate animation and trigger the cutscene. And the reason you don't get fall damage there is, I guess, because that's how it's coded, or that you get teleported during the cutscene.
Yeah, I think you never get. I think you're literally invincible. Like if you play boss randomizer, you can have another boss than Manus that attacks you faster. And sometimes, I think it happened to Zastrain once. He just got hit by a boss, and he just didn't take any damage because the boss attacked him instantly after he landed, and he was still invincible. So that's DLC done for Damnflesh. Now time for pretty difficult boss, 4 Kings, because I think it was explained already, but basically I don't really know what they changed in the remaster compared to the original that causes this, but yeah, you can't hug the king to just spam dark beads in the remaster. You actually need to be a tiny bit back, otherwise your third dark bead would just miss entirely. And so positioning is very important if you want to get 1 king in this route. And it can be a bit tricky, so hopefully it will go well for Dan.
But before we get to the fight, we will also see a small out-of-bounds section here.
Yeah, pretty old skip.
Yeah, very old skip, actually. I think it was even found before 4 control quit-outs, at least in the West, because Japanese were like years ahead of us.
Yeah, of course, always.
Like, they had just years of 4 control quit-out in like 2012.
Oh yeah, that guy in the Painted World with like had his armor doing full control quit-outs in 2012. Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, meanwhile the speedrunning community found in like 2015 or something. Yeah, but well, finally.
So what's very good about this out-of-bounds section, not only is it faster to go there, you also land next to where the first king will spawn. Because if you take the intended opening, you are super far from the first king. So here you can just attack right from the beginning. Oh, that's good RNG for the opening. Oh, I think he missed one. Oh, never mind. Okay.
Got all of them. That's very nice. 1 king.
I'm not sure if you can miss like 1 bead, because I think I saw a bead fly behind, but maybe you can miss just 1. So that was very good.
Dan, happy with it at least.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Looking around the
He
edges as
definitely
well,
noticed
just kind of.
himself after his 1 king.
Okay, so slight updates. We've got a 2 minutes ahead right now for Iron Boy. Saved some time in Sif and got a gold on Hydra segment. Yeah, Mintius. Sorry,
just messed up the upwarp. Has to redo it.
Catalyst now going back into Valley of the Drakes. Grab his red tier stone. Red tier stone ring. Stone tier ring. Yeah, he's gonna go and grab that. And pick up his next soul item as well on the way, which will be duped a little bit later on.
Oh, Iron Boy doing a kind of an old setup here for the upwarp punching. Yeah.
Oh, is he stuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we were talking about with Ash earlier. When I was saying that it's more precise than a regular upwarp. It's very important where you stand when you do the quit outs, because otherwise you just get warped up like intended, but inside the elevator, and you don't want to be inside the elevator. You want to be outside of it.
It's looking pretty solid right now, though, for Damnflesh. He obviously saved like 4.5 seconds on 4 kings, so yeah, looking good. Now, again, reminder, his I think what is the actual like Damnflesh's actual P? I think the 03.
It's the splits. Yeah,
I'm thinking the 0353. I think is his PB, isn't it?
Yeah,
or is it?
It is.
It is. Okay, good. I'm just wondering if that
but
was like
but his event PB is a 105.32. So even if he's red on the splits, even if he's behind, he still can beat the best time, which is 104.24 right now. And currently he's on a 103.40 pace. So
this is the thing I was wondering about, because it says 103.40 is his best possible time. But he's only 6 seconds behind, and he's got like a good 20 minutes to go. So I wonder if it's just that tight towards the end for
it
Dan.
is. Yeah, like the thing, Grapple Mage has a lot of RNG in the beginning, but the damage output of Darkbead makes that it has very few RNG in the end. The only RNG you have is stuff like Gwendolyn, where you have very bad attacks. But other than that, it has very, very few RNG. So, but it's also like that most of the time in all bosses or in Dark Souls in general. I don't know how it is for, other speed game, but it's pretty common for Dark Souls that, you can save like 1 minute, but in reality, it's like 40 seconds or 45 seconds on the very first 15 to 20 minutes, and then the rest you can't save any more time, and you only have like a few seconds to work with.
Yeah, talking about RNG.
Oh yeah.
Then doing some nice
No moan
glitch stuff. It seems to work.
So did he quit out?
Yeah, he did.
Because I'm pretty sure, I think Catalyst got a moan glitch with a quit out.
Yeah, that is a... Okay, so Mount Glitch is a soft lock you can get if you one-shot Priscilla. Obviously, it's the fastest to do one-shot her, so it's kind of unfortunate. But I'm not sure if you really know what triggers it, but Priscilla can just go into an endless loop of dialogue, and you cannot leave the area.
Yeah, we kind of know. I think like it's definitely not RNG, but basically the condition to allow you to exit. I think what happens is because Dark Bead is not a single spell; it shoots 8 different beads, and I think what happens is you damage her in one frame, and then the next frame, like another bead hits, and so you have 2 states overlapping. I think it's a race condition basically when 2 different part of the codes are checking for the same thing, and depending on which one the order is triggered, you can end up in a loop where she just never she does die, but the code that allows you to leave never triggers because it waits for something that will never happen anymore. So it's definitely not RNG, but yeah, it's in practice it kind of is. So Dan doing the magic shield strat again. So you still need to wait for a specific attack, but oh god, he wasn't on the dark bead. And that's a goal. Nice.
And a goal, nice.
Nice, yeah. See, a lot of people we've seen kind of like tend to, not play that as ballsy, look into the corners behind the pillars just to keep themselves safe from soul mass. Yeah, but that was pretty nice to see. No arrows, and they still managed to to get through that well.
Yeah, so with this route you can, because you one-shot Gwendolyn. But for example, in the original, where you fight... wait, do you still fight with melee anymore? I don't remember. I'm a grandpa, okay? If you don't one-shot Gwendolyn, basically, and you rely on staggering Gwendolyn, you can't YOLO for the orbs. You need to wait the arrows. But with this route, you don't need to. God damn it, I'm so washed up. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Oh, there we see Dan doing the fling version to get over to that wall.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Cool points as well.
Yeah, easy style points for Dan.
So he got the quit out again. So like I mentioned earlier, the ground is still considered unstable. And so the game doesn't save your position until after a few frames after you kill the boss. But you have enough time to quit out and still have both the boss dead and you out of the game. And that allows you to just stay up there, which is very important for the depth outbound.
It's actually a very nice, I guess, coincidence that you can just go out of bounds by going up and down the ladder at the start of Adelberg. Because what you do in the original is doing a area transition, but you can't do that in the remaster, I think.
No, you can't. And you're then getting bamboozled. God damn it. That's rough to see. Oh no, and he jumped down. No, yeah, that's that's unfortunate. So yeah, that's one of the worst parts. Like jump physics in the remaster is really weird. That jump in the original is like really consistent, but in the remaster, this railing is like super annoying to get on top of. So that's unfortunate.
Well, I guess we can jump back in to see Mintius as they're coming towards the end of theirs. They're going for the finale, so it'd be a good thing to watch them finish up their run and get their placement on the leaderboard. And at that point, we'll take our next break when Mintius finishes this run. So yeah, we'll see this out, and then it'll be a quick 3-minute break, and when we come back, we will be underway with even more action. So it's going on all day, so we need to take a breather every now and then.
Yeah, so Mintius is looking for 131 around, I guess. And considering that he lost like 16 minutes just on ONS, that's not too bad for an You just ignore that split.
Yeah.
See,
The run is deathless if you ignore the death.
I mean, yes, good point, but just want to throw that out.
The boon as well of running against, like, you know, when you clear your splits and you go up against this again, like, it's going to be one of those ones. It's going to feel so good to go up against these splits because you're just going to be so far ahead, no matter what you do. It's always so tense, this final run. Just, you know, no music, just the sound of your footsteps.
Dan with the heartbreaking practice.
Oh yeah.
It's always sad to practice something that just kill your run.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, whenever you practice it, you normally get it first or second try every time, and then you'll like smash it every time you practice it.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Just on the final stretch now. Now, funny thing about it is the Black Knight Halberd guy just missed him. That he for some reason vanishes if you quit out in the kiln.
Okay, here we go.
Just a small fun fact on the side.
Yeah, reasons.
And, parry, R1.
Dead Lamau.
Insane last boss fight, final boss fight.
Yeah, in this, like in other categories, Gwyn can be a hard fight, but not in all bosses.
There it is.
Bosses, for example.
Hey!
131.42, which means that Mintius is currently in 6th position, taking home $400 US, American dollars, in a European event for a Japanese player.
With no American participating. What is...
That's actually true. Like, this currency is not relevant to anyone. I love that. That's great. Yeah, well done to Mintius getting that run done. They can now get into the grind phase. So yeah, as I said, we're going to take a break now, where we're going to just be gone for 3 minutes. And when we come back, we'll be jumping into follow-up. Maybe we've got Iron Boy currently on a run. Catalyst is in the middle of one, and Olsku and Gentov are currently just waiting to get back into it. So yeah, plenty of stuff to come. Don't go anywhere. We'll
Nax
be back.
is sleeping. And Nax is sleeping.
Oh, Nax is sleeping, yeah. And hopefully when we come back, Nax will be here. Yay! I believe they've shown up here and there, but we'll see if we can get them on. No rush, of course. It's their own time. It's 36 hours that they can use however they want. So, you know. Right, with that, we'll take a quick break. Thank you very much for watching. Don't go anywhere. And when we come back, we'll have even more from Break the Record Live. Cheers.